Hello everybody, welcome back to another official Infinite Flight live stream. As you can see already off the bat, we are joined by Misha. Say hello, Misha.
Hello, you caught me off guard. I was dancing to the intro music.
I don't know if they actually caught that. If you guys did see that, then I don't know. Take the mick out of Misha.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Today we're flying from Melbourne over to Sydney, which has 3D buildings. So we're going to be taking a look at that today. You guys can spawn in now, copy my flight plan. All of that stuff is already set. We're gonna have some fun today. It's safe to say that. You can see if you watch my channel, there's a very familiar spin wheel positioned right behind me, and pretty much this spin wheel has numbers on it. Now, yes, we're gonna spin the spin wheel, and what happens when we spin the spin wheel? It's gonna land on a number. What I have is a load of sheets of paper which have these numbers written on them, which then have different profiles set. So for example, if I was to look at a specific number, it says we're going to have to take off with full flaps in the virtual cockpit. So it's a bit of fun, really. We're going to spin this, and there's some wild things on here, by the way. So if we land on one of these, I might look like an absolute idiot if I crash. But pretty much just some really exciting things on these pieces of paper, and you'll see very shortly with what that lands on.
It's gonna be fun.
It's going to be great fun.
Yeah, I gave Dan some of them, so it's gonna be a bit of a challenge. So consider it, I don't know, a training flight. There you go.
Yeah, a training flight. We've got 102 people in here. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's good to see you back. We've got Benny Boy the Alpha. I think I've seen you here before, actually. We've got Infinite Flight in the chat. Surprise, surprise. Lee's Aviation. Good to see you here. Happy birthday again for yesterday, I believe. It was yesterday or the day before, something like that.
Awkward when it's like the wrong year. It can't be the wrong year. Birthdays are every year.
Frenchy Boy 0927 behind you. 07. There's a lot of people joining. MGP27. Drummer is here. What's up, Drummer? Welcome back.
Hey, Bruce. Who's with you in the flight?
Let's have a look, actually. Let's see who's... I need to reposition my iPad. Let's have a little look. And everybody, join whilst you can. We will be departing kind of soon. We've got... Let's see. I don't think their name's showing up on that one. Aviator Max. Enigma.
Where are you at, Dan?
Drummer is definitely here. Melbourne.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So,
YMML.
YMML, exactly. Guys, if you are ever wondering where we are, I see in the chat some people asking where this flight's going, what it's about. You can see it's just below us on the screen. All information will always be provided there. Obviously, with regards to altitude, for example, I would have to provide that. Today we're flying at flight level 350 up to Sydney. Now,
so you're flying at the correct altitude this time, Dan. Last time I flew with Dan, he completely ignored the correct altitude assignments for his heading.
It's because I woke up very early and changed.
I was raging.
It was Ted. It wasn't me.
Head pilot.
What I'm going to do actually off the bat, we usually add music during a climb. I'm going to add a little bit of background music now just to make things a little bit more intriguing, less quiet. I'm going to do that right now. Give me just a second. I've actually got a really cool fact that I've written down about Melbourne. I put this in the Slack chat earlier, actually. But I need to read this out. A Melbourneian, Dr. David Warren, an aeronautical research... hold on. Let me reread that note. Dr. David Warren of the Aeronautical Research Centre invented the black box flight recorder back in 1958, which is used now in aircraft worldwide. The invention come into play after his father died in a plane crash in 1934. So that's a really interesting fact, and I saw that, and I just had to include that in today's stream. Just to throw another one in there, this is a super random one, but Melbourne had Australia's first traffic lights in 1912.
Oh, I'm anti-traffic light, you see. I'm all for roundabouts. So I don't want to go to Melbourne now.
Is the music even... I think I might have paused it. Yeah, I did. Let's go ahead and... There we go.
What music do we have the same music?
We have the same music as always. We're playing from the playlist.
Oh, no.
Dashy500, thank you for the follow, I believe that was. So... Misha, what should we explain now?
Well, Dan's going to fly, and flying is... No. So what we're actually going to do. So for anyone who's just joining, we're gonna mix it up a bit. So if you are new, Dan is got his lovely spin wheel behind him, as we said before, and on his spin wheel, Dan can give a presentation of the spin wheel if you want, whilst I explain it again for people who've just joined. On this spin wheel, there are a set of numbers from 1 to 14, I believe. Each of these numbers corresponds to a profile, and that profile is a flight profile, and it consists of stuff like the flap settings, the view, all of which Dan is going to have to do depending on on what number it lands on.
Yes.
So at some point, once Dan is kind of practice flight and turned the aircraft on, we're going to spin the wheel. And Dan is then going to have to fly with whatever the profile lands on, which I think is going to be rather fun.
There's some really interesting ones. Yeah, let's just leave it as that. If it lands on one, it'll be absolutely hilarious. I feel like, regardless, we'll have a bit of fun on landing anyway, because we've got different profiles for both takeoff and landing. So obviously it's going to land on one of them. Whether we don't know what one it's going to land on, obviously. Do you want to explain a little bit of what's going on in the air before we just to spend a little time on the ground?
Yeah. I tell you what, whilst you start the aircraft up, then you can get going, and I'll explain what we're going to do. So one of the last times that I was on here with Dan, for those who were watching that time, we did a quiz. It was rather fun, and I kind of overdid the questions, and they were a bit hard for poor Dan. Trying to rack his aviation brain, and got, I think, was it 3 correct? Something like that. So we're going to do a little quiz today, but the quiz is going to involve a giveaway as well, or multiple giveaways, which is tied to the quiz. So for people who like game shows and that kind of thing, me, or Dan and I should say, we're going to be quizzing each other, and depending on what score we get, depends on how many giveaways we're going to do.
Don't hate me. Oh, I'm so scared of getting loads wrong.
We're going to try our hardest and win a bunch of stuff. And then we're going to just roll Nightbot, depending on how many we manage to do. Once we get up in the air, I'll explain just a little bit more. Because we have a few things like Lifeline, so and this kind of stuff. So you might end up calling one of the other staff members and having a chat.
Exactly. Just for a moment, you sounded like an absolute robot then. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but you were still...
Just me.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, but it's fine. You've fixed yourself now. So...
I'm a robot.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and quickly show the flight plan. Oh, wow, okay, there's quite a few people joining now. We'll be taking off on runway... Is it 34? Yeah, 34. And they'll be flying up towards Sydney. It's quite a straightforward flight plan. It's relatively straight, and then we'll be using... what's the arrival? The arrival's not appeared. I think it's the rivet arrival. And then onto the ILS runway 34 left.
Nice little short flight.
It's a very short flight. It's about an hour. It may be a little bit less depending on the winds and what we cruise at. We'll probably be cruising at about 0.78. That's kind of reasonable, don't you think?
Yeah, not 0.80. I know Adam's in the chat, and he always tries to fly at 0.80 in the 737, and I refuse.
So he's saying about no SID altitudes, but he flies a 737 at Mach 8.0.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Right.
he does.
Right.
Also, I just saw Lee, hello Lee, asking about how we're going to spin the wheel. For this one, just because it's a bit of a test, obviously, we're just going to spin it and see what it lands on ourselves. Hype train.
Oh, hype train.
Hog jump. Yeah, we're just going to spin it and see what happens. And then obviously in future streams, if it's good fun, we can introduce a bit of a, I don't know, not a giveaway thing, I've forgotten the word, where you guys and gals can spin it for us in some way.
We'll have to figure that out another time. But yeah, for today we're just gonna give it a spin and see what happens. Yeah, it does have a very different purpose to what you'd usually see on my channel. A lot of you may know that when it lands on something or whatever I do, I clip a peg to my head or something ridiculous. But that's not the case today. I won't be eating spoonfuls of flour and not being able to breathe.
You've done that?
Yeah, I have, and it was actually terrifying.
Yeah, that just reminds me of the what was the craze that went about many years ago?
Cinnamon challenge.
Cinnamon challenge, yeah, that was good fun. Oh, well, okay. Do that on your next stream. I'd watch that.
Let's do it. Okay. People are cheering. Thank you so much. I think Deer Crush actually subbed as well. Thank you so much.
He's gifting subs left, right, and centre. Thank you,
he's gifting subs as well. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Should we spin the wheel at some point? By the way, 100%.
Oh yeah. Do that before pushing. I remember. Do that before pushing. Should we just crack on with it now? Do you want to do a countdown?
Yeah. No, we can just crack on with it now.
Okay, sure.
So a few of the options is the wheel's going to spin and there'll be a bunch of different options. Some will be like flap settings and view settings and all this kind of stuff that are basically handicaps to make the flight a little bit harder for Dan, which would be good fun. So whenever you want, Dan,
okay,
spin the old wheel.
Here we go. Oh no.
What did it land on?
I don't know. It's still spinning.
Oh, it's delayed. I can't see it.
I don't know what it's going to land on. Quite. It's one of mine, which isn't good because I think it could be a bad one. Right. Okay. It landed on 9.
What's 9?
It landed on 9, which is. Oh, okay. Right. We'll do. Okay. So virtual cockpit landing with no audio. So I'm going to have no GPWS callouts on landing. I'm going to take this one out. Should we spin it again to see if we can get a takeoff one as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Spin it again until we get a takeoff one.
So we have this one for our landing virtual cockpit with no GPWS callouts. Wish me luck.
Oh, it's gonna be fun to try and see you do some of the ones that I sent you.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Drum roll, please, Bruce.
Drum roll.
Yeah, we should get a little like icon of Bruce or something. That'd be
It landed
fun.
on 10. It landed on another one of my numbers.
No. Spin it again, Dan. I told you this would happen.
We're going to go until it lands on something 7 or below.
Oh, crikey. I mean, I'm not good at maths, but it's what, a 50% chance of it not doing it every time?
Yeah.
Who's good at maths? Everyone help us out.
It landed on mine again.
You need like a fairground sound as it's spinning.
I'm going to spin it the other way.
Oh, I don't think it's going to make much difference.
It might do. We're reversing the process.
That's not how it works. Please never play the lottery, because yeah.
Okay, right. It actually worked. See, it worked. So we're on number 4, which is your number.
Oh, which is?
Which is. Okay, we're going to take off with flaps 2 on the gear cam pointing forward.
Oh, that's a nice easy one. There you go.
There we go.
Okay.
I mean, we can bring this spin ball back. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, definitely. Number 4, fun handicap. So what is it in total then?
So, okay, so for takeoff, we're using flaps 2 with the gear cam pointing forwards, and then for the landing, we're using the virtual cockpit like we're in now with no audio, so I can't hear when it's going 50, 40, 30, 20, slam, basically. Yeah, that's how it's going to work. So
emphasis on the slam, please. Thank you very much.
Slam! Slam!
Right, we'll say flying time then. I think it's flying time.
Flying time, we're looking at about an hour today. Oh, Jason is just in front of us as well. What's up, Jason? I don't know if he's watching the stream right now. He should be. Jason, are you available from now? Because that'd help if you are.
He is, yes.
He is. Good stuff. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and continue then with the flight as we would usually. So, let's crack on. Let's see. I forgot where I was. Okay, so we are ready to turn beacons on. What I'm going to do, which would help a lot, is adjust the weight and balance, which I haven't done yet, which looks more or less fine at the moment. Just bring the fuel down to about 2 hours. Okay, we're good to go. ground. Listen to the ATIS really quickly.
Melbourne Airport, Addis Information Alpha, time 1858 Zulu.
I remember when the Qantas
020
737 came out.
Visibility 6.
Many moons ago.
Temperature 4, 2.1. QNH 1025 remarks.
Roger.
No pattern work allowed.
Jason, I know Jason's watching this. Does anyone actively like Jason's British impressions? I just have to ask.
He just likes to do them, doesn't he?
Roger.
Raja. Isn't that from Ludix or something?
Yeah.
Here we go. So listen to the ATIS. Departing runway 34. Good. Okay, so contact ground and we'll request pushback.
Jetstar 520.
Hype
Whilst you
train
do that,
success.
Dan, there's a great question actually from IF New Zealand. It's just saying, Dan, I've just started a YouTube channel. Do you have any tips?
Yeah, actually, there are a load of tips that I could honestly give you. If I was to give you my top 3, try your very best and only put out content which is the best of your ability and make it better and better each time. So one thing I like to suggest is, I'm just going to ignore what's happening on the screen right now. Okay, it's back to normal. One thing, it's a bit like self-assessment, like when your teacher says hand in a draft. Make a draft video if you're making videos, and edit it one day, and then go to sleep, come back the next morning, and rewatch the video, and you'll 100% pick up on points where you could add more into the video, or change parts, slice things up, and make it the best it possibly can be. Commit to it as well. The commitment with YouTube, and as with any social media platform, it takes a lot of commitment, a lot of time and effort, so make sure you go for it. Don't hold back. Don't listen to what people say. I know it can be a little bit distracting when people say things. I got this a lot when I was in school. People used to basically take the mick out of me. But ignore what people say, because at the end of the day, you're the one who's trying and you're the one who's going to come out on the better side. And last thing, thumbnails and titles are a very important aspect when it comes to videos and streams. You really want someone to look at your thumbnail and be like, wow, that looks super cool. Don't clickbait people and make fiery thumbnails that are completely different to what the video is actually about. Same with the title. Make a really neat, short, good-looking title and thumbnail. And that's my top 3 tips, really. Just go into it. Don't go into it with the intent to get popular and disappoint yourself when you see the numbers aren't going as high as they are straight away. Just go into it for fun, keep going, and you'll eventually see it grow. That's my advice.
That's some good tips there. I think you've been cleared for pushback or hold position or something. And whilst you were having a chat, 44 Infinite Fun 23 and just gifted 5 subs to our users. One of them was you.
Wait, I was what?
So thank you very much for that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's cool. Pushback approved, by the way, so we're pushing and starting.
Well, hey. Oh, we should run a prediction. They're always fun as well, where you can get bits. What's a good thing to predict? Now you're on... What is it? You're landing with no sound on.
Yeah, will I slam the landing, or... I don't know.
Okay, I'll set that up then. Will Dan slam the landing? That's always a great thing. Then prediction. Will Dan slam the landing? Come on, yeah. Submission period. I'm gonna give them 20 minutes. Do you reckon that's a good time?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll only be going in the background, won't it? So.
Also,
Okay.
lucky good landing.
Okay, here we go. Trim. Bish bash bosh. Done. Engine 2 is firing up.
Nice. You know what you should do? You should practice in virtual cockpit trying to push back onto the center line. Even I can't do that.
Yeah,
It's
but that's
near
like,
impossible.
yeah, it is near impossible. Where you can't see where you're going.
Yeah, it's great practice, Dan.
You need a reverse cam or something on like the navigation display.
Yeah. In life, you'd never know where you're going, Dan. It's always a blind alley.
Yeah, that's very true. A sneak peek. Are there going to be sneak peeks today? I actually have no clue.
We're going to do a quiz first.
Yeah. Stay tuned. Let's leave it like that. A lot of aircraft around right now. Okay, right. Flaps 2. Just a very quick question. We're in a 737. It's not an Airbus. What would flaps 2 be?
Flaps 2 is a normal takeoff setting for an Airbus for like normalish weights, or 1, I think. So I would just do flaps 15.
15?
It's kind of 10 then. How heavy are you?
Quite light.
Okay, well, I
I'll
don't
go
know,
10.
D10, it's fun.
I'll go 10, yeah.
D10.
Yeah,
Gatecrash
typical
just says
takeoff's
10.
usually flaps 5, but...
Yeah. Well, I don't know how heavy you are.
Okay, good stuff. And then obviously our takeoff view was the gear, which is where? Bottom. Like this, the bottom view. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you also have locked cam. Don't forget.
Yeah.
You can save being blasting our viewers.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll set that up when we. I'll set that up really just now, actually.
And while Stan is doing that, we just set up a prediction where you can win channel points. So if you want to take part in that, we're just predicting whether Dan will slam it or not, which is one of my favourite things to predict.
Probably.
And you've got 17 minutes left to predict that, everyone.
Okay, the camera is set up and we're ready to taxi.
Oh, you were taxiing the whole way. Oh, fair play. I thought you were just going to do landing, but that's impressive.
Wait, what?
No, sorry, the takeoff, that's what I meant, not landing.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm gonna taxi in the normal view, obviously.
Okie dokie. Yeah, that was brave.
Yeah, no way. Right. Looks like we've got an escort waiting just to our right.
Lovely jubbly. Oh, hello. I see Chris is here. Hello, Chris. Again, long-time user, ex-moderator, and now around again.
Give way to aircraft on my right. I believe we're waiting for the jets.
Oh, okay. Just don't get yourself reported, because I got reported at Edinburgh, everybody. It was very sad.
Oh, you was like, watch my wing wave, and you just vanished.
Yep, I did. I was reported. Oh, it was sad times.
Expect progressive taxi instructions.
From Slippery Boonie, are you going to do a article about the A330? Yes, when it's nearing a release, as we normally do. And are we doing a 21.2 tracking thread soon? No, we're not going to do that. And what did I get reported for? It was a bit of a, let's say, a miscommunication. Nothing really. So that was an interesting conversation, but it was rather amusing because, as Dan said, I was chatting with Dan, super excited to like fly on his flight with all of his followers. Loads of people at Edinburgh Airport. How many? It must have been well over 100 in total, I think. Dan.
Oh, there was loads actually. Yeah.
That was a lot. You shared it. You shared a photo actually. I saw.
Yeah.
And then I just held in like a position where they hold at Edinburgh to allow other aircraft to go by because I wasn't quite ready, and then proceeded to get reported. I was so disappointed. I'd like taxied and waited for like half an hour. And then,
So funny. I was really excited to see the wing wave as well, but yeah, you vanished.
It's fine. Next time. So yeah, that was. I haven't been reported actually since. I want to say it was Moritz, who is IFATC in the editing team. One of our users. He was. I think we were at a live event. I can't remember where it was. And Gary, who I think he's now left, but was an ATC member for a long time. He had straight out departures only, and Moritz decided to ignore it in a TBM and just depart south in Honolulu. And then it might not be Moritz. I'm sorry if I'm doing this on Moritz. It was one of our community members. I let them fly in my account, and then immediately regretted doing that because I got reported by Gary. Good fun.
Taxiing to runway 34, Qantas 1185.
Thank you very much.
Did you ever get reported? When was the last time you got reported?
Last time I got reported, 2016.
Oh, fair. Well, that's actually I've been reported twice since. Oh god. Yeah, and no more training. Yeah, no more expert server for me. But it doesn't affect staff, luckily, so I can still join the lovely flights.
Dan, stop flexing. Just behave and you won't get any. Simple.
Yeah. Can you play cow? I don't know what that means. Yeah, last time, getting reported is a learning experience. So if you do get reported, we're not here to punish you. It was a learning experience the other day when the ATC reported me and we had a conversation. So don't worry if you get reported. We're not meanies. At least I'm not. I'm not sure about Dan yet.
No, I mean, I'm a nice guy.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
He's so humble and modest. Oh, Greggy Moses.
We're gonna be in a little bit of a line when we get to. I'm 100% taxiing to the end of the runway, especially considering I'm taking off. Sorry, in a completely abnormal view today.
Well, the hard part's going to be, this is what I found. I've tried to do it. I tried practicing today because I thought it'd be fun to see. It's judging the vertical speed.
Yes,
that's the hardest bit because the rotation's easy because you can kind of judge when you're going pretty quickly. And then you just yank it back and end up at like 6,000 feet per minute and then stall. So, or that was just me maybe.
I'll just monitor the speed. If my speed's looking okay, then we're okay. We might be rocketing up, but it's good.
Just don't get a tail strike. I was watching Big Jet TV today.
Okay.
Just on the side, while I was doing some work, and there was a A310 MMG, that airline, that fly to Heathrow. A330s and A300s or A310s or something, and because there was a wind, obviously there was like a 35 mile per hour or knots wind. In which, if anyone wants to have some fun, fly in the UK right now because it's very windy.
Yeah.
And they took off, and they're like, I've never almost seen a tail strike. I like went, it was so, it was spooky.
It was so funny. We was when we was at Heathrow the other day. All I was saying to Misha was, I want to see a go around. That's the only thing I want to see. I've always wanted to see one, and I've never seen a go around. We ended up leaving Heathrow at this point, and as we left, a plane literally went around, and I was so annoyed. I just saw it in my car, and I was like, no! I wish I saw that.
It was probably like the third aircraft that arrived after we decided to go.
Yeah, and it was a 777-300ER as well. Oh, it would have been so good to see.
Yeah, there's actually one of our users, a guy called Luke, is actually down in London now doing some plane spotting. He flew down from Scotland just to go to Heathrow, which I very much admire, and was there today actually at the airport. And there were apparently like 7 or 8 go-arounds he saw because their winds, they were like gusting 3.5, I think, 3.6.
So it was something ridiculous, yeah, something like that along those lines.
Also, yeah, I say I'd love to see a tail strike in real life. I'd like to see a safe tail strike or something like that. Like it would always be interesting. Yeah, it was like when there was a video that British Airways, like A330-1000, just slamming it. Like that must have been pretty cool.
I wonder what it must be like to actually be in the aircraft during a tail strike. Like you would feel the thud. But I wonder what it would sound like. I wonder what it'd actually be. Has anyone been in an aircraft when there's a tail strike? Have you experienced a tail strike? It'd be super cool to know.
I don't know if you'd know though, would you? Because they have like
definitely 100%.
Would you?
Yeah, surely. You'd feel the tail hit the floor.
I mean, the thing is, because most of the time they don't hit it that hard. Like it's a bit of a scrape. Plus, they have that on some of the aircraft. I don't know if it's extendable on some aircraft or what, but they have the thing in the back of the aircraft designed for tail strikes that can like crumples or something or deforms, so they know that there's been a tail strike, and then they can like check something. Any aircraft pilot people or somebody will know in it. But yeah, loud thud.
Yeah, somebody said it's allowed. There's a video of an Aeroflot 739. Let me slow down. Taking off. Thud. Yeah. I don't know.
Loud outside, obviously. Is that an inside video? I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check that out. A tail skid.
No,
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah,
bet
that's-
on it, but I don't think we're allowed to gamble.
You can see it there, actually, the thing you was just referring to, the tail skid. I think that's what Deer Crest just said.
Yeah, see, Adam says they had an ATR tail strike a few years ago, and the cabin crew said they didn't notice it.
That's crazy.
So-
I guess it just depends on the severity of it. Like, again, if it's like scrape the floor, as you just said, then maybe like you'd get away with not noticing. But if it was like a thud and you actually hit the floor, then you probably would feel it.
Nah.
Contacting Melbourne Tower on 120.5.
Whilst you're taxiing, Dan, we are going to run a little promotion on our store just whilst this stream is going. So if there's anything you want on our merch store, we're going to do a 10% off just for this stream. So just for the 2 hours from well, that's actually from 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in my time. So 1900 Zulu. So it's active now. It's 10% off all of our merchandise on our store. And in spirit of the flight, the discount code is G'day, mate. Because I thought it would be fun. So yeah, if there's anything you want, ranging from actually water bottle to would we have phone cases, luggage tags, t-shirts, jumpers, jackets, the whole shebang. You can get 10% off anything on the merch store.
There we go. I've
Nice
also
little present.
displayed it on the screen right now. Nice little overlay.
Lovely jubby. Yep. Head to shop.infiniteflight.com.
Well, we're nearly there. It's a little bit of a queue.
Big bit of a queue.
Yeah.
How long is the
should go
flight
now.
again?
It's about an hour. Probably about 50 minutes, I'd guess. Something like that. The real flight's an hour and 6. Well, that was the previous flight anyway that Qantas had done. So
We had a drone flyover, NZAA. Oh, nice. People are saying you try and get the takeoffs because there's apparently a few people in front of you. So it's a black line. I don't know how to say that. It's just
What's
taken
this?
off. And who is it? He's in front of you. Someone else YouTube.
oh yeah, somebody just said. I think it was something like that. It might say on there. Aviator Max. Is it Axis Max? I don't know. I want to say Pilot AC9. Thank you so much for the follow.
Yep. Ethan says he's got enough merch for now. Well, Ethan, you can never have too much, put it that way, so just think about it, just walk around head to toe. We don't have hats, do we?
No,
Or
no.
socks. So what do we
Socks.
need? We need socks, shoes and hats to complete everything. And trousers. And then we'll have the whole shebang.
It's just a whole Infinite Flight outfit.
Well,
And
I have
shoes,
so much
shoes.
Infinite Flight stuff. Yeah. But if I mean, it's not surprising considering I'm staff and so are you. But my car still has the Infinite Flight sticker on it.
It does.
My bag is Infinite Flight. My water bottle is Infinite Flight. My mask is Infinite Flight. When I go traveling, my suitcase is just littered with stickers. Because instead of having like a band, obviously, so you know like what's yours, I was like, what would be more Misha? Oh, I just plaster it with Infinite Flight stickers. So. Yeah.
It's quite funny. Literally one of the first things you done with that car was slap an Infinite Flight sticker on the windscreen.
It's still there. Like, those stickers are something else. That's all I'm saying. Because
They're good quality.
I put it on the outside of my car, everyone. So, and I live in Edinburgh now, and it's been raining. Like, it's been raining recently, and it's still there. And the windscreen wipers don't care. It's just living its best life. So I was thinking of, do you know how you can get cars detailed with like
Oh no.
shops?
Oh no. Oh, no.
Hey, Laura, if you're watching.
I mean, great publicity, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I would, and the thing is, I would actually do that as well. So, I was
Infinite
considering
Flight
just,
car.
yeah, that'd be so cool. Everyone's saying, "Oh no" in the chat. No. Yes.
The Infinite Flight wagon.
White or black? Is Lee talking about the water bottle? If you're talking about the water bottle, Lee, I think the white one is by far the nicest, but that's just me.
Let's display them both right now. Do you have yours next to you?
That's what I'm drinking from.
Okay, here we go. Let me.
No, you can't see that. There you go.
There.
Dun, dun, dun. White. I just think it looks nicer, to be honest.
Melbourne Brown. Sniper
I've always been.
Wow.
I've always been like sort of.
with information alpha.
I've always had a preference on like space grey Apple products and like a very sleek looking setup. That's why I got the black one because it's just a neat colour.
Yeah, everyone's just thought of both. I mean, to be fair, they are, and I'm trying to say this as impartially as possible, even though I probably could be biased, but they are great. So
One of my favourite things about it is your drink stays so cold for so long. Like you can fill it up and it just stays cold. That's one thing I
Jason's
really
marketing technique is just buy it, buy it.
Sorted. Sorted.
Yeah. Here's a question actually from Slippery Booney, asking what month did you start working on the A330? And is it true it takes 6 months? It's I can't remember the exact month that we started working on it, but obviously we found out when you found out, so it was no sooner than then. I can say, and I think it definitely took a little bit of time to obviously get going. And in aircraft, it really depends on a whole host of factors. It's the complexity of the actual aircraft modelling, the complexity of the physics, I'm not sure about the size, but like obviously doing a 172 might be a bit quicker than doing, I don't know, like a brand new A380 or something like that. And it completely depends. If we can reuse stuff as well, that's always useful, so cockpits and that kind of stuff. But yeah, 6 months is definitely not unreasonable. It can sometimes take a little bit longer than that as well. I think we said multiple times, kind of 9 months, sometimes up to, oh goodness, up to, check Discord if possible. Thank you very much. I think it's Pingu, who just sent us that. We've been photoshopped onto a T-shirt from we have onto our appearance on Big Jet TV at London Heathrow.
Nice.
I'd order that. Crikey.
Here we go. We're about to take off in that terrifying view that you decided to put onto the profiles.
What, the winds?
Let's have a look. Wait, I'm going to wait till I'm lined up. Hold on.
I wonder how this is going to go.
Nice. It's 11 knot headwind, basically.
Oh, lovely jubbly. Nice and easy.
Okay. Cleared for takeoff, right. Let's go. I can't even see the flight plan though, so I don't really know. It's fine. We'll we'll work with it.
You've got this. I believe in you. That's where we need a heartbeat. Dun dun.
Oh yes, I completely forgot about that.
Dun dun.
I can't see the end of the runway, but it's fine.
Are you up in the air?
Rotating. I'm up.
He's
I'm
up.
up. Gear's coming up.
Check your vertical speed.
I don't even have that on the bottom. I should have done that.
Gosh.
Okay, the speed. We're managing the speed. That's fine. 150, 160 knots. We're not decreasing or increasing very fast, so I'm going to hold this rate of climb.
I must say that I think that was actually pretty good, to be fair.
I don't think that was that bad.
Hats off to you, to be fair.
Cheers.
That's kind of impressive. I was gonna put wing view on one of the choices because that's difficult. Like wing view is by far the most difficult.
We should do an APPR landing wing view, so you can't actually see the center line if it's windy. You have to just try and stay on the center with APPR.
Oh, that'd be hard. I mean, it does it for you, so until you're on the ground, and then you just have to use a rudder. So, but no, I like wing view's hard because obviously you're 90 degrees off, So in your head, you have to kind of recalibrate if you're going in a certain direction, like how much. It's super hard. It must be really good for like practicing your like spatial awareness and that kind of stuff, though.
Well, I was climbing at about 2,500.
Contact Melbourne Centre on 127.
That's not bad actually.
It's not too bad, no.
So actually, so it's about 50 minutes. So anyone who's just joining, Dan's in this view for a very specific reason. We had a little spin wheel, and it just basically ended up on a little kind of game where he has to take off in flaps 2 in this view. So we might do this in future. It's good fun. And what we're going to do when Dan gets to a little bit higher, probably up to cruise. What's the actual distance of the flight, Dan?
403 nautical miles from where we are currently.
Okay, that should be fine. If you climb relatively quickly, that'll be good. We're going to do a quiz, but we're going to tie. Hi, Jack. We're going to tie the quiz to giveaways, and so me and Dan are essentially going to be trying to win prizes for you, our viewers, and it's going to be 1 month subs to Infinite Flight Pro, each individual one. We're going to be quizzing each other, and the amount of questions we get right determines how many giveaways we're going to be doing. We have 10 questions, so we're going to have, I think it's, if we get 3 correct, it will be 1, 6 will be 2, and then if we manage to get all 10, it will be 3. So over the course of both of us, that could be up, if we manage to get 10, that could be up to 6 pro subscriptions for users, and it'll be one each, which would be super fun, I think.
Yeah. Spice things
Super
up.
fun.
Make the stream exciting.
I'm just embarrassed. I really don't want to be wrong. I remember last time when you asked me like what was VSI, and I panicked.
And it was like one of the most simple things.
Yeah, and I was so like, oh my god. Oh, it wasn't good.
No, it should be all good. Should be all good. We're at 10,000 already.
Oh, lovely jubbly.
I'm gonna let the speed creep upwards now. I'm gonna hop back into a normal view so I can actually monitor the aircraft and what it's doing.
Chief Beef 906. Great name again. Asked when will we know the next plane after the A330-300? At some point. We don't have an answer for that right now. But as always, when it's appropriate, you'll be able to find all of the information on either our social media or our website or blog or dev timeline or on our community forum.
Launches 2643. Contact Melbourne Centre on
Speed is not increasing. I'm just gonna move it up, move the throttle up a little bit.
Alright, need to think of some keyword.
Lee's Aviation got a water bottle for his birthday. An infinite flight bottle for his birthday. Oh, and he didn't know. His dad got it for him. So he was talking about the bottle and he's got one.
Oh, you got one? Oh, well, that's quite a good present actually then.
That's kind of cool.
I wish people would me stuff like that. Dan, you didn't get me anything for my birthday. I was very hurt.
Yes, I got you Beam NG Drive actually.
Oh,
So.
I love how you actually did. I completely forgot about that.
Never again.
Like the
Never
one
again.
person who actually got me something and I said you didn't. I've been conditioned, okay?
That's a great game, by the way, if you haven't heard of that, everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a Black Lines. Yeah, if you want merch, now's a great time. We are, as we said earlier, it's 10% off for this stream. So until 9 Zulu. So that's about, what's the time actually? That's about an hour and 10 minutes from now. So if you want any merch, you get 10% off. The code is GDAYMATE. That's GDAYMATE.
Good stuff. Beam NG is awesome. It is indeed.
Victor Delta Alpha November.
Melbourne Centre. Here we go. Hand over.
Alpha November. Contact Melbourne Centre on 127.0.
I bought socks for you. Well, you didn't buy me socks, unfortunately. Although if I ever come to America for an event, I'm gonna try and get some like custom socks or something. I think it'd be fun. Good day, mate. Yeah, good day, mate is the code for 10% off across our merch store.
Shop. Yeah, the link's in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely jubbly.
Okay. It won't be long until we're up and ready to quiz away. This will be interesting.
Getting quizzy with it. What type of PC do I have? A one that I don't know. How do you explain that? I have one that turns on and is in a case. I built it myself though.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of hard to describe what your PC is if it is
Yeah,
a custom-built PC. Yeah.
It's actually a transformer. Sorry, I forgot to mention that bit.
It's actually your car. Just drive it down the road.
I have a massive USB cable. How do Aussies pronounce Melbourne? Is it not Melbourne?
Melbourne? Melbourne?
Or is it because at the end of every sentence, if you're an Aussie, you have to go out some Melbourne? Right. Should we start the quiz at some point then, Dan?
I would say I think we're ready to go. We're more or less up. Steady climb now. There's no wind, so I don't really need to monitor too much other than ATC. So guys, ATC may say something, and I know you slam me for it when I completely forget about ATC, but today I'm asking you for as a favour, if I forget ATC, remind me in the chat, please. I'm sure you will, but okay. So it's going to be me asking questions first, right?
Yeah, so should we explain it just once more, just in case?
Go for it, you can run through it really quick.
For the people that are here, we are going to do giveaways, and we're going to do giveaways of 1 month of Infinite Flight Pro. However, me and Dan, or Dan and I should say, are going to have to try and win them for you. And we're going to be doing that by quizzing each other. The more we get correct, the more giveaways we do. So, don't get yourself reported like me, by the way, just reminding you. If we get 3 out of 10 correct, we'll do 1 giveaway per me and Dan, so 2 in total. If we get 6 each, it will be 2 each, so it'll be 4, and if we somehow miraculously get 10 each, it will be 3 each. We do have a few lifelines, although I feel like one of mine apparently might have had to pass. So I won't be calling a friend, Dan, but you still should if you need it.
Yes, okay, I'm definitely going to utilise that.
Yeah. So that's what's going to happen. And we want you all to help us as well. So in the chat, for each question, let us know what the answers are. I'm not going to look at the chat, but you can talk amongst yourselves, and then you can laugh at us if we get it wrong. But we will try our hardest because we like to give everybody stuff.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and crack on with some of the questions that I've written down. They're going to be in no particular order. I'm just going to read them out of what one sounds coolest first. So I'm going to start.
Oh no, I'm so nervous.
This is actually... Okay, right. Okay. How many people have flown on the 747? Now I know this is a really difficult, and you can be quite. I'll allow it if you're quite close to the answer.
Okay, what's a margin of error then? Wow.
I would say that it's way beyond the millions. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. No, I was expecting it's way beyond the millions. I'm going to guess 850 million.
Completely off.
Is it in the billions?
It's in the billions.
I was going to guess 2 billion, but...
How crazy. Okay, so the 747 family has flown more than 5.6 billion people, which is the equivalent to 80% of the world's population. Yep.
That's insane.
Yep. How crazy!
Huh.
I saw that and I was like, I have to include that. Like, that's just one. That's a fact as well. At the end of the day, like,
What? Okay, I'm gonna remember that. That's a fun
yeah,
fact, actually.
that's a really fun fact.
That's a lot of bums and seats, yeah.
Some people were in the billions as well in the chat. Somebody said 6 billion. Yeah, not quite.
Genuinely, I'm actually shocked by that. I wasn't expecting it. Okay, so I'm 0 for none. I apologise, but that was a really tough one, so...
It was a tough one. I'll give you an easy one next.
Okay.
Okay. What is Europe's leading low-cost airline?
Ryanair.
Correct. Ding!
Ding, ding, ding!
That's one down. Okay. Just keep your streak up. Okay. Let's see. What is the ICAO code and IATA code for Alicante?
Descend and maintain 11,000. Echo Tango 451.
Oh, I don't know that, Dan.
Come on.
I was talking with Cam 2 days ago, and we were bragging about how many ICAO codes we knew. And now the question comes up, and I don't... Oh no, I do.
Don't look at the chat. Don't look at the chat.
I'm not. The chat's over this way.
Okay.
It's so right, and it's LE. So the code is ALC for the first one for the IATA.
The ICA.
Oh my god! It's ALC, and then it's LEA L.
Yes.
Lille. It's Lille.
Leo. Yeah. No, okay. Okay. Good stuff.
Oh
We'll do
my
a
God.
We'll start with another sort of easy-ish question then to see if you can get 3 in a row.
Okay.
What is the ICAO and IATA code for Venice Marco Polo?
LIPZ.
And
The code.
it's obviously a 3. The IATA's 3.
Venice.
Venice. We literally
VCE.
landed there the other day.
VCE.
Yes, there we go.
Yes.
There we go. Good stuff.
ding,
So
ding,
that's
ding, ding,
so that's
ding.
3. What does that result in now? That's
That
the-
is so once we that's 1 month of Infinite Flight Pro that we'll give away to someone, but we're gonna wait until you've done all the questions to me, and then we're gonna just run giveaways.
Okay, and then we'll go on with my questions.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. I'm actually well happy for myself. I was really nervous about that. I didn't think I knew that one.
Well done. Okay, right. Well, cracking on. Keep the streak up.
Oof.
Six correct was how many subs did you say?
2. So I
2.
need to get to 6 now. I need to get to
You need
6.
to get to 6 now. We'll have
That's
3
the aim,
more.
everybody. And I've still got 2 lifelines. One lifeline's going to be asking the chat, which I can't see right now because it's covered it. And the other one is going to be getting Dan to give me a pretty obvious hint.
Okay. Which Airbus aircraft had a yoke or has a yoke?
Oh. The A220 doesn't, does it? So what was the first? What was the first aircraft? It's the A300. It must have been because they didn't introduce it.
Yes.
This ties into some of your questions, so I'm not going to go on with what I was saying.
That-
Okay, A300.
A300, and I believe the A310 also has a yoke as well. So
Okay,
yeah, you can
okay.
get it. I think. Don't take my word for that one, but you was correct on the A300, so you can have a point for that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Let's see. Okay, so you have to name them all.
Oh.
But what aircraft do EasyJet operate?
A319, A320, A312. Oh, they don't do 321 anymore, do they? Did they retire that? So it's A320, A319, A320 Neo, A321 Neo. And I guess the A321 then? And then they wet leased or something a 757 at some point. They used to fly the 737. So yeah, that's everything surely.
What about the 747?
EasyJet.
I'm joking.
EasyJet. Okay. I thought you were stupid. I thought you were being serious. I was like, have I missed this my whole life? EasyJet fly like a 747 I just didn't see?
You got all of the current aircraft in their fleet correct, so that's a point.
5.
Which
What's
is
that, 5 out of
5.
6?
That's 5 out of 6. So you've got
Okay.
one more. Let's see. Okay, this one. This is kind of it. Hopefully you know this.
Okay.
What's the world's oldest airline?
Qantas KLM. Qantas KLM. I don't actually know this one.
Come on.
It's between one of them. Can I use a lifeline?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna look in the chat. So tell me what it is in the chat. This is my lifeline because I don't know if it's between Qantas or KLM. BA is not BA because the thing is I knew that Qantas had their anniversary and they had it on all the aircraft. Then British Airways had theirs, or Qantas and BA had theirs in the same year, and I think KLM had it before. So, chat says KLM. I'm going with KLM. Final answer, Dan, locked in.
Ding!
Yes.
Well done.
I'm the king of the world.
There we go. Okay, so that's two. That's 2 subs.
It is. I mean, actually, also, I'm going to change it. It's going to be 9 for 3 subs because 10 is impossible.
Okay,
And if
sure.
we get one wrong, it's not 10. So it has to be 9. Okay, so 6 out of 7 now. And congratulations, chat. You just helped win somebody a month of Infinite Flight Pro. Go, hit me with them, Dan. I'm going to get all of these. I'm going to get 9. I'm aiming for 9.
Okay. Well, this one's actually a really easy one now. What's the world's second oldest airline?
Proceed on course. Coriner 15. Descend and maintain.
I mean, it's Qantas or BA. Which one was first?
November Echo Yankee. Requesting descent to 8.
Qantas.
456.
I believe that's correct. Yes.
Okay.
That's what a search result gave me anyway. They're like,
Okay.
what's that? 101 years old, aren't they? I swear, they're
Qantas. They're old enough to. They're old enough for us to be impressed. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Look at them
So-
like, yeah, you're old.
So what's that? How many have you got now?
7 out of 8. 2 more. 2 more, Dan.
2 more. 2 more. Okay. We've actually used all of the easy ones.
Oh no. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's a challenge. It's a challenge.
Okay. Internet online check-ins were first introduced by what airline in 1999?
Internet check-ins. I need this. 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 I read this the other day. Oh, I read this the other day. No, it wasn't.
Turn left heading 040. Maintain flight level.
Dum dum.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, count me down. I need like a time limit. Oh goodness.
It's fine. I'll give you. It's a difficult one. The difficult ones you can have a little bit of time on. Just no looking at the chat.
The chat's hidden by the screen. I can just see the video.
Okay.
Is it an American one? Was it Ryanair?
Okay.
I actually don't know this. So can you give me a hint then? I'll choose my last lifeline.
Well, I didn't even know. Okay, yeah. It starts with an A.
A.
Airline starts with an A.
A. I don't know this one.
Are you skipping?
A and A.
No. Okay, that's wrong. From the information that I had, I'm just going to assume it's right. Alaska Airlines.
Alaska. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, to be fair, so that's something that I've learned today. But I definitely read something about that. I just didn't seem to ingest the information. Oh, well, that was close. I got one more, don't I? One more, and I've got 2 Infinite Flight Pro subs then.
Yeah, you've got one more, which is, and I really do hope I got this one from a website, so I do hope this is correct. But what was JFK, John F. Kennedy, originally named?
Oof, I don't know that. The Yankee Doodle in USA.
What?
I don't know this. I don't know the question.
You don't know? Okay.
Long Island Airport. Sorry.
It was
I'm gonna get
called.
belated. It's not in Long Island, is it?
I hope I pronounced this correctly. Idlewild. I think that's how you pronounce it. Idlewild,
okay.
Idlewild Airport. Idlewild,
Long
I don't
Island.
know.
Yeah. Okay, well, that was actually kind of hard. It's one of those things that I don't seem to apparently do well under pressure on stream with quizzes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I got 8. I got 8.
No, you did. No, you did. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I'll take that. So, what we're going to do then, congratulations to myself, if I'm allowed to say that. I got 8 out of 10, which means we're going to do 2 giveaways of Infinite Flight Pro 1 month. And we're going to do it as normal with keywords. So, we're just going to do one and then straight after the other. Maybe Dan gives us some pretty views or something whilst we do that. So we're going to do it by keyword, so everybody who wants to partake, if you're ready, we're going to say the first keyword. Jason is going to roll it for us. Is Jason ready? I assume Jason is ready. I'm just going to give it 2 seconds. That is a pretty view. There's a pretty view. Yep, Jason's ready. Cool. So the first keyword is going to be Boeing.
Cool. Boeing.
So, I know, right? So, plonk it in the chat for your chance to win a month of Infinite Flight Pro, courtesy of us. No, who else is courtesy of? I'm gonna do it nice, nice and short. Yeah, I can't believe it. Anyway, so we're going to leave it for about 30 seconds, not much longer, and then we're going to do a second one. So we'll do it. Should we do chat countdown? That's always good fun.
Sure, yeah. Because they always start from random numbers.
They always work fantastically. I'm kidding, we won't do that. So I'm just going to get them from 10 then. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and go, 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 go.
Let's see.
Right here is BB Rock Airbus.
Well done, congratulations.
Yep. Congratulations, you have won yourself a month of Infinite Flight Pro. As always, please do get in touch with us, or we will message you. I'll let Jason handle that, either through a whisper on here or on our community forum. And congratulations, you've won a month of Infinite Flight Pro, which is super fun. You get to do what Dan's doing with big, busy roots. Forgotten all the words today. I was just watching something on neuroscience as well, so I'm going to diagnose myself with like early onset dementia or something. Honestly, crikey. So, and the second one, we're going to go straight into it, just so we can go on to the second, the second part of the quiz. We're going to run another giveaway, and this time, to be equal, you know, ceteris paribus, we're going to do. It's Airbus. Airbus, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so the next keyword is Airbus. So put it in the chat. Boom. All you need to do to win is another month of Infinite Flight Pro. Just put Airbus in the chat and we will roll a giveaway.
Airbus.
Airbus, Airbus, Airbus. Are you Boeing or Airbus, Dan?
Airbus, but I prefer the look of Boeing aircraft.
Yeah, I'm Airbus to fly.
Yeah.
Because I love the A380, but for some reason when it comes to flying, like obviously I've never flown either of them, but in terms of sims and stuff, I've always preferred a yoke. Side stick just doesn't. I get it; it's very ergonomic and very nice in a clean cockpit, but I don't know. There's just something about a proper yoke.
One thing I would find really weird as well is being in the captain's seat and using just left hand on the yoke, and because I'm a right-handed person, it'd be really weird to adjust to the two. I don't know.
Yeah. Cool. So we're going to close the giveaway now. It's Airbus if you want to get your last ones in. And do you want to count down from 10 then, Dan?
Should I do a countdown from 10?
Yeah.
Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go.
Go, go.
Go, 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 go. Air horns.
Can we see who it is? Right, there we are. It is Anji Mumbai. I apologise if
Anji
I've got
Mumbai.
that incorrect. But yeah, congratulations, you have won yourself a month of Infinite Flight Pro. As always, just get in touch with us via a whisper, and if for some reason you don't have to do that, contact us on the community forum. Congratulations once again.
Well done to you.
Yeah, and it's not
Have
rigged.
fun.
That's completely right.
Yeah, someone just said rigged. It's Nightbot. You cannot rig Nightbot.
Crikey. Right, so that was part one. How long have you got, Dan?
Oh no.
How long
I've got
TOD?
I've got enough for some questions. I've got 7 minutes, so let's just plow through them.
Okie dokie.
Yes.
And in the meantime, whilst the people are listening to this, if they want merch, head to our merch store at shop.infinitelight.com. We're doing 10% off until the end of this stream, or at 9 Zulu, so in about 52 minutes, whichever is earlier. No, doesn't make sense. Until 9 o'clock Zulu. So head to shop.infinitelight.com for 10% off now. And
G'day, mate.
now, G'day, mate. G'day.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate. G'day, mate. That is the code. Use the code G'day, mate. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to switch it around, and we're going to see how many more Infinite Flight Pro subs we can give away on this stream. And this time it's going to be Dan that's going to be under pressure. I know,
Oh
right?
no, because if I get them wrong, then I'm gonna feel really bad.
Yeah. And so, for anyone who's just joined us, I see there's some questions. Dan's going to answer as many questions as possible. If he gets 3 correct, we're going to give 1 pro subscription away, 6, and it will be 2, and 9, and it'll be 3. It's going to be completely random. We just do it in via a bot, essentially, that picks somebody at random in the chat. So, you ready, Dan?
Yeah.
You ready? I've been nice to you compared to last time, okay? You should get some of these. So, all of Dan's questions are Airbus related.
Great.
So, the first one, you ready?
No.
What was the first aircraft that Airbus released?
A300.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
I know, right? Congratulations, their first commercial aircraft. There's something
Thanks to
about
the Follow Flyboy
helicopters-
787.
No. Congratulations, boom. That's 1 down.
One
2.
down, everyone. I'm gonna probably flop for the rest. Here we go.
What was the first aircraft to introduce the fly-by-wire system commercially?
A320 family.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
You are
yeah.
correct.
Oh, nice. Okay.
What year? No bonus point. Just wondering if you know.
What year? I don't know. I don't know when they really come out. To be completely honest, I'm gonna say 1990, maybe
84.
1984. Okay, yeah.
That aircraft's actually a lot older than you realise, so been around for a while.
is, yeah.
That was when the aircraft was released, so back in the day it was released in 1984.
Day
Cool.
Crash Shed 2010.
Number 3. So we're on 2. One more, and it's then there's one that Dan's won. Name 4 or more countries that help make or assemble components of Airbus aircraft.
Oh no! Come on.
Come on, Dan, that's easy.
Well, yeah, you got Toulouse, right?
That's not a country.
Oh, France.
Yeah.
Okay, ignore that. France. What? I've only ever really known of France.
Don't forget you've got lifelines.
I've got a lifeline, but I feel like there's going to be more difficult questions than this. That's the thing.
Yes.
How many lifelines do I have?
3. You have
3.
this time.
One of each.
Yep.
Melbourne Centre, LL 500.
Alright, I'm going to use the chat.
Okay, you can
That's
use the
okay.
chat. So you need 3 more. You've already got France.
France. That's kind of crazy. I thought it was just France, if I'm being completely
No,
honest. But then
France is just- France is one of
Yeah.
the many assembly places, and there are a bunch of other places, which I won't give you because it's part of the answer. Plus, then you get main components from elsewhere.
Yeah, because you got the Beluga as well. Like, why would Airbus fly Boeing parts, right?
Yeah. Honestly.
Okay, let's see. Jets flew past.
Contacting Sydney approach on 124.4.
How is he staff? I don't know.
Dun, dun. Got a time limit, Dan. Come on, chop chop.
Got a time limit. Okay, I'm just gonna go with Hunter264 said UK, France, Netherlands, and Germany.
UK, France, Netherlands. I didn't put the Netherlands down, so I don't know if it's correct.
Oh.
I think it is the Netherlands, though. Off the top of my head, it's the Netherlands.
Okay, there
But
we go.
there are some other places, but can you get another one, just in case I was wrong?
Okay, am I allowed to look at the chat for this or not?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of people been saying Spain, so Spain.
Spain, you are correct.
Okay.
So each different place comes from a different place. So, like, I think it's Germany and Spain work on, like, one of the horizontal tail sections or something, or the vertical
Okay.
stabilizer, or then the wings come from the UK, same with the A380 wings, all this kind of stuff. And then there are, like, final assembly plants in, like, Mobile, Alabama, like Toulouse. I think there's one in China now, I'm not sure, so it's pretty fun. There's a bunch of different things.
That's kind of cool.
I know, right? So yeah, that is 3. So that's
Thank you,
one.
chat,
One
for
down.
helping me out.
Yeah, you got 2
So
lifelines left.
So that's one giveaway.
Yeah. Another easy one. Ready?
Yes.
What does XWB stand for in A350 XWB?
Extra wide body.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
I told you they were nice and easy.
They are quite there. Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, exactly. So we're on, is this 4 out of 4 now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Maybe I need to up the hardness. Maybe I was too nice. Okay, yeah, we're going to do this then. Who was the first operator of the A380?
I want to say a very rich airline.
I mean, yeah, because they could afford it, so...
I'm just gonna. I don't really want to get it wrong. I really don't want to use a hint, and I don't want to use a lifeline. I'm just gonna have a guess. Because if I get one wrong, it doesn't really matter. I just really want to see if it comes from my head. Is it Emirates?
Nope.
No?
Sorry.
Okay.
It was Singapore.
Oh, okay.
Somebody just said don't say Emirates as you said Emirates.
Oh.
Oh yeah. It was in 2007, I believe. Singapore took the first delivery of the aircraft.
Nice.
I know, right? So you're on 4 out of 5 now, so close. I actually just gave away one of the answers to the other questions.
Did you?
It's fine. I've got backup.
Oh, I didn't even listen, so you're fine.
Wow. Okay, Dan. Wow. Okie dokie then. Number 8, but not 8. So we're on 5 now. We've done.
Yeah.
The A320 XLR has a target release date in what year?
The what, sorry?
The A320 XLR has a target release date in what year? The chat's putting different options. I hope I got it right.
Let's. I'm gonna use a lifeline.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna
What
use the
lifeline
call.
are you gonna use?
The call.
Oh, you can use a call. Okie dokie.
I'm gonna use the call because the call hasn't been used, and let's use the call. Just a moment.
We're phoning a friend.
Phoning a friend.
Oh, the chat doesn't know. The chat doesn't know.
I need to. It's not letting me copy the number.
You Slack.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Yeah, you're not allowed to phone me.
Yeah. Okay, it's calling. I don't know if it's calling. Jason? Is it on speaker? Hold on. Can you put it on speaker?
Contacting Brisbane Center on 128.0.
Hello?
Amen.
Can you hear me just fine?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Okay, so I need help on a question. Misha, could you very quickly repeat the question for me so I can...
I'm not sure Jason will know this, but sure. The A320 XLR has a target release date of what year?
The A350 XLR has a target release date of
A320,
what year?
Dan.
A320, sorry.
A320.
A320.
A320 has
A target-
XLR coming out.
Oh, you don't even know. It's okay. A target release date. Yeah, what's the target
Damn,
release date?
I'm really bad at trivia. You shouldn't have called me.
Oh.
Okay, so wait, the A320 XLR has a target release date.
For the record, this is amazing.
Sierra Papa Alpha India November. With you at 26,000.
The actual day or the year?
The year has a wait, it was the year, wasn't it? The date's
Also,
gonna be-
it's the A321. I think I misspoke, but it's
Oh.
the same. It's an A321 XLR.
Oh, okay. So Misha said it wrong. Apparently, it's the A321 XLR.
It's the same aircraft, Dan. It's the same
A321
aircraft.
XLR.
Yeah.
Okay, that one I've heard of.
Yeah, I was gonna say the A320 XLR sounds a bit strange.
Don't be
Haven't they already
corrected
launched
me.
it? They've already launched that one.
They've already launched it.
No, they haven't.
How long do we have? How long do we have on a
You've got
lifeline?
10 more seconds tops.
10 more seconds,
We
apparently.
need an answer, Jason. We need an answer,
10 more
please.
seconds.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. 2022.
Okay, is that your final answer?
Yes, and I didn't Google it. I'm sitting here, staring at the wall.
Okay, 2022.
Is that your final answer, Dan?
That's the final answer.
That is not what I have. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's wrong.
There were delays and stuff, and now it's
Oh, what is it?
2023.
I can't hear Misha.
2023. There's been some delays.
Uh,
Okay.
Shocking.
Well, thank you very much, Jason.
you're welcome,
Jason's
Dan.
no
I'm sorry
help.
I let you
Don't thank
down.
Jason.
that's okay.
Good luck.
Speak to you soon.
Okay, see ya.
Bye bye.
Oh, wow. I have to admit, this quiz has gone terribly.
Oh, okay.
Well, next time, note to self, don't call Jason for something aviation related, because despite working for a flight sim and being a pilot, Jason perhaps knows as little as anybody else I've ever met about commercial aviation.
Yeah. Oh, that's very true, actually, isn't it?
It is.
He always
should
says
have
he
called me
likes
again.
general aviation and not so much airliners.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, Dan. That's what 4 out of 7, 4 out of 6.
Yes.
You've got 4 put this way. Okay, we've got 2 or 3 more though. Ready? Because I see you descending. Okay, what Eastern European airline has recently become, as far as I know, the world's first all A220 operator?
Oh, wait. All A220?
Yeah.
Which
They are either now the other aircraft are either retired or they're currently sitting the ground, very unlikely to fly again. So they've announced themselves as an all A220 operator.
Wait, what? I never even knew that was a thing. That's kind of cool, a whole A220 fleet.
It is, yeah.
Just for the sake of getting very, very close to this 6 mark, I have 1 lifeline left, and I'm going to ask for a hint.
Yes, sir. Okay. They have a green livery, and they fly to Gatwick.
Air Baltic.
You are correct.
Yes. Yes. I remember seeing that plane land there. It's a very sexy aircraft.
It is lovely. They're
It's
also
so nice.
starting flights to Edinburgh in the A220. So
Are they
I
actually?
will be going. Yeah, I'll be going that. Less than £100 return, so $130, $140 for Americans.
so
Which is
trying
not
that.
bad. I know, right? So yay, congratulations. I think I've lost track now, Dan. You're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 more.
You got 1 more, and I think you have 2 questions left.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 2 more questions, so you need to get at least one of them. You ready?
Yep. Go for it.
To the nearest $10 million, what is the list price of an A320 Neo?
Oh. I'm going to say 80 million.
Dollars?
Oh, wait. Is that what I have to do it in dollars?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say... I don't know, 90 million?
November 1 Delta Charlie.
No.
No, no.
110.6.
Oh!
So you were just off. $110.6 million, Dan.
No!
List price. Oh, that is unfortunate.
Damn it.
That's unfortunate.
It's one-
Okay, it goes down to this, Dan.
Okay.
The final question. Are you ready? Is the chat ready?
Is the
Is
chat
the
ready?
world ready? Is the future ready? No pressure. No
Okay.
pressure. To the nearest 5,000. How many patents does Airbus hold worldwide? I'll give you actually to the nearest 10,000 because I'm nice.
How many
No
what?
pressure. Patents.
What does that stand for? I'm being dumb.
It doesn't
What,
stand
am
for
I-
anything. It's a word.
Yeah,
It's
what is-
like when
I've never heard
when
of
you have
that.
a design, and you want to make sure nobody else essentially copies it. It's like
Okay.
copyright, but for
Yeah, yeah.
things and designs and inventions
So how many designs and inventions do they have to the nearest 10,000
worldwide.
worldwide?
I don't know how it's pronounced, everyone. Okay, patents. That's it. Patents.
Yeah, that confused the hell out of me.
Stop laughing at me, everybody.
I'm going to say 10,000 USB and nice. That's quite a lot.
When this is, don't forget there are lots of like small designs and stuff, but equally, it's not like millions.
I'm just gonna say 25,000.
It's the nearest 10,000 I gave you.
Oh, 30,000.
Yes, yes, you got within 10,000.
Oh wait. Oh, okay.
As of last year, it was 37,000.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
He's only gone and done it.
Yes,
everyone.
I'm happy with that. Yes, two
Only
giveaways
gone and
each.
done it. Well, round of applause.
Thank you very much. At least I answered
That's
some
right.
questions this time.
Patents.
Patents,
Okay,
patents. I don't know.
Well, congratulations, Dan. You've only gone and done it. You have only gone and done it. So what we're going to do, as we did before, we're now going to give away 2 Infinite Flight Pro subscriptions for 1 month each in 2 different giveaways. And the way you enter is we're going to give you a keyword and you simply type that keyword in the chat. Yeah, Dan, Employee of the Month. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. No. I had 2 lifelines and I got 8. Dan had
Yeah,
6 and
yeah,
3. So Dan is not Employee of the Month. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not Employee of the Month. Apparently, I can't speak properly. But anyway, so we're going to now do the giveaway. So the keyword this time, everybody, just plonk it in the chat for your chance to win one of 2 1-month Infinite Flight Pro subscriptions is A380. That is A380.
A380.
The best aircraft.
Does it have to be a capital or a lowercase a?
Don't think that matters.
No, okay.
The thick boy. Okay. Well, hey, we got, so what, 8 and 6 in total, Dan?
That's good. 2 giveaways each. You can't complain.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah,
not
that's
bad.
good. 4 giveaways on a stream.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'll do a little countdown from 5, and then we will close it for the first one. So that's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run the thingamajig.
I'm gonna run the thingamajig.
Oh my goodness, it's the
wait.
same person.
Wait, what?
This isn't rigged.
Wait, what are the chances of that though? It's a bit like when Tyler won the first ever giveaway.
It was, yeah.
Like-
It's in the chat. It's, I don't know, maybe 30 or 40 people. So that's 1 in that. That's not very. That's not great odds. So that's luck.
Well,
Congratulations once again.
that's crazy. Well done. Good stuff.
It's not rigged.
It's not rigged. It's not rigged.
Oh, right. Okay, so to prove this is not rigged, we still have one more. So as Dan descends through 18,000-ish feet, we are going to do one more. We're not going to do reroll. This is for the 4th and final 1 month Infinite Flight Pro giveaway. So, again, to be a source of balance in the world. This time, the keyword is B747. That's Bravo 747.
Somebody said, Benny Boy the Alpha said, imagine he gets a third one.
Really, that would be something.
That would be something. This guy would be the luckiest person.
If he does, then I'm going to calculate the exact odds of that happening, because we can see how many people are eligible, and we can calculate the odds of that mathematically.
B747. Talking about 747s, I saw an Airbridge Cargo 747 landing at Heathrow the other day, which was really nice to see.
Oh yeah, I miss a 747 at Heathrow dearly. I remember when was it? It was last September or something, and the last 747s departed.
Wait, did you go there to watch the BA?
No, I just watched it live.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
November 1 Delta Charlie.
Okay.
But I was very lucky, and I got to go into BOAC, like at the end of 2019. So
It's great fun. I can't wait to go and check out. Actually, off the top of my head, I don't know which one it is. But I can't wait to go to Dunsford Aerodrome and have an exclusive tour of the British Airways 747 they have resting there, which is going to be super cool.
nice, that'd be fun. When you're up in Edinburgh at some point, we'll pop to the Museum of Flight and have a concourse so we can go in that, which is always fun.
Oh, yes, sweet. Okay, cool.
Pop down the road, yeah, cool. Right, time to roll the last giveaway of this stream. And thanks once again, Chief Beef 906 for the sub. So, Dan, count down from 5, and this
Okay.
is the last giveaway of this stream.
Last giveaway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it.
I'm nervous.
That's it. Okay.
Okay, so somebody else. Somebody's just. Congratulations, Craig Ben, yeah, and Bloom Chase just say congratulations to the other dude again. Well
Well done.
That's nice. Proof that we're not biased or manipulative or cheating. Congratulations to Quake Ben. Get in touch with us via a whisper, and we will organise giving you 1 month of Infinite Flight Pro for free.
Whoop, whoop. Good stuff.
How about that? I've actually got. I'm curious if you know this. I had some backup questions.
Oh, throw them at me. Why not?
Yeah. So if you, this is more of a fun trivia question. So if anybody else knows this, plonk
It's
it
going
in
to be
the chat.
a universal question for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If all of the A380 wiring was laid out end to end, it would reach between Edinburgh and London. Roughly, how far is this distance?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 400 miles.
Yeah, not bad. 320.
Oh, okay, yeah.
320 to 340-ish, depending on how you measure it.
Yeah. Just all the way down the motorway, around the bends, around the corners, around the roundabouts.
Yeah. To the nth degree, crikey. Thank you, everybody. That was not rigged, that giveaway. We don't really got giveaway.
We'll figure out a way of actually. This would be really cool at one point to roll the giveaway on screen.
Oh yeah, you mean actually like share the screen?
Possibly, that's a possibility. Not saying it's going to happen. It's not rigged, but just for peace of mind, maybe once we could do that.
It's definitely not rigged, because
Yeah.
in the nicest way to all of the winners, there's no particular reason we would pick any of them.
Yeah.
So I would pick myself. That would be cheating. I would magically turn into somebody else. So
I've seen a few people
yeah.
constantly mention sneak peeks.
sneak peeks.
Is that a
Do
thing
not-
today?
Not for this stream, but
No?
keep an eye out on our social media over the weekend and in the coming days. That's what I will say. So don't worry, we haven't forgotten. We know how much everybody wants the A330. It's going well. Watch everyone just drop off the face of the earth now. What was the other question then I didn't ask you? Oh yeah, you weren't listening then. What was the year that the A380 made its first flight?
Oh, the A380. Oh, 2007.
No.
I swear, I saw 2007 in the chat. 2006.
Nope.
Oh no, okay. First flight. Oh, this would have been a test flight, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking commercially then.
Commercially was, I don't, 2007, yeah. With Singapore.
2003?
Yeah. 2003. No,
It was 2000.
2005.
2005.
You say things, and then I just assume that you've got it correct because it's so easy, and I just say yeah.
No, that's not fair. That's not. Listen, I'm not Wikipedia. I'm Dan, sitting in my room behind a screen like usual. I don't know the answer.
It was 2005. I remember actually. It's how I got into aviation. I might have mentioned it in a different stream. I was with my dad, and I just kind of gotten into flying, kind of like I used to fly up and down from Scotland and stuff a bunch. And I remember for some reason seeing it on the news or something, and there was like this massive plane. It was like brand new, and it was flying into Heathrow. And this was not 2007. It was like maybe a year or two later, I think, when Etihad started flying them. And like it was like peak summer. I like got out the tube station, and just as I got out of the tube station, it just happened to be that the aircraft like passed overhead. Oh my god, it's majestic. It's absolutely majestic. And then
It's a really cool plane to see. You broke one.
I did. I was on an Emirates flight to Dubai on one.
Oh,
That's
no.
I promise you, that's 100% true. I've broken two. The first was less fun. It was the armrest of the British Airways one, and it was GLEXA or LXEA or whatever it is.
No way.
So
That's the
first
one I played around with in the hangar.
Oh nice. So yeah, that was the
Yeah.
one that I went on, and it was on its like proving flights to Germany, I think Frankfurt, many years ago, and I got on it, and as I was sitting down on the way back, I was just like sitting in my seat, like getting myself comfy, and then the armrest just fell off. it just fell off, and I had to like sit there and have to explain to the poor stewardess that I didn't actually do anything, and that I really truly promise it just fell off. So
Oh no.
you kind of like that.
Let's keep it as a souvenir.
Oh, so that was super fun. And then the second time with I was on my way to Dubai with Emirates, and I think this is like a few iterations ago of their ICE, they call it, their in-screen or in-flight entertainment thingy, IFE. That's super cool. And at that point you could like kind of go onto some websites, or like, but it wasn't really the internet, if that makes sense. Like it was just, they didn't host it internally on their like system, so it took you to like an external thing.
Right. Okay.
And I went on it, started playing around, and somehow managed to like get out of that web page but not back onto the system. And I really don't know how. This must have been such a corner case. And obviously it might not have been me who actually did that. It could have just been a fault in the system that particular day or something. But like did that, like clicked off it, and then just like, oh, what's this? I think it just had like generic blue stuff or something in the back. Like just tapped a few times, and then my screen froze.
Oh.
And then my rose screen froze. And then the entire bulkhead from, so what was that, maybe 25 rows,
Oh no.
completely froze. And then after about an hour and a half of restarting it multiple times, it started working. But I was not the most popular person on that day.
Oh no. That's so funny.
Oh, it was fun. Yeah, it was funny.
I don't think I've
So
ever
yeah.
broken anything on a plane.
Oh, well, you should. You
I
It's-
should.
It's a rite of passage.
I think the closest I've ever been to breaking something on the plane was a window at cruise. I was trying to adjust a suction cup to it, and it just sounded like it was cracking. So I just gently unsuctioned the suction cup and put it away. I was like, yeah, let's not do that.
Gosh, so basically, I really hope that no airlines are watching this.
yeah.
I'm going to be banned. Oh, I miss flying. It's good fun. I've done I've danced along a plane once. That was good
Nice,
fun.
nice.
Coming back from Japan, and like had nothing to do because we stopped in China, and so
Okay.
started like dancing, like ballroom dancing with the person I was with, like up and down the aisle, and then these two what do you call them, air hostesses joined in. It was fun.
Nice. I haven't been on a long haul flight in absolutely ages. I really want to do one at some point.
Yeah. Should we go somewhere then, Dan? Spontaneous trip?
Let's go. Let's go.
No, Adam, don't call airline ops. Don't call airline ops. Need some reverse psychology. Do call airline ops. Ah, crikey.
Take me with you. We'll just have extra people in the suitcases.
501 heavy.
How is the flight going, Dan? Where are you?
It's going great. We've got 9 minutes until we arrive, roughly. 43 miles out, about 8,000 feet. We should be downwind very, very soon.
Okay, and so what is remind everybody what your landing setup's going to
Okay,
be.
so the landing setup, we landed on 9, which was a virtual cockpit landing without audio. So simply what I'm going to do, which means I won't be able to hear you, Misha, until I turn the audio back up again. But I'm just going to basically turn off my headset, and then I'll have no audio because the audio is being directly driven into my PC. So I'll be landing without GPWS callouts, basically, in the virtual cockpit.
Oh, crikey. So as always, as Dan does this. That's tongue twister. As Dan does this, I will very happily answer any questions that anybody has about Infinite Flight, about future updates, about content, about how we do things, anything that you want to ask us. You have our attention. You have my attention for maybe the next 10 minutes or so. So ask away. And yeah, as always, I am more likely to be able to see them if you use that cool highlight thingy.
Yeah, I'll be going sterile cockpit in the next 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, I would go sterile cockpit at on final. I wouldn't go any earlier.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's a good area. Good area to do it.
Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on
You already have you had an AMA with Misha?
Welcome. November 1 Delta Charlie.
I've done an AMA with what are they called? The Infinite Flight ATC Education group. So yes, I've done one. It might be on their website somewhere. I'm not sure. It was quite a while ago. Is Misha my real name? Yes, it is. I don't have a made-up name.
It's a fake name.
Yeah, fake name. How dare you? Do we have headquarters or anything, or is it all online? That's actually a really interesting question that we get asked a lot by people. We don't have a headquarters where we all work. Obviously, the company is registered somewhere specific, but we don't have a place. So we have people working in Canada, America, or United States of America, I should say, Sweden, England, Scotland. Where else? Crikey! I think there are maybe Ukraine.
Mars?
Yeah, everywhere. Mars. So
The
yeah.
man on the moon?
Yeah. Again, another question we've been getting recently. When will Jetway start moving? We are very aware, obviously, that people want this. We want it too, as always, with all of the features that you can ever possibly imagine. I guarantee you that there is nobody who wants them more than the people who are probably making them, especially because it's their app and they own the app. So, at some point, I know that we've obviously been considering it and trying some stuff internally, but it's not it's not like right there, if that makes sense. It still requires quite a lot of work, but there's no obviously any prediction for the future. Plans on the 737 Max anytime soon? No, not right now. With all of our aircraft, if you head to community.inflight.com and go to the feature section and add a vote and a comment for the aircraft you want, we are much more likely to see it. However, forum votes are only a small little bit of what we consider when we choose what aircraft to do next, we have to consider a lot of things, and that's votes, social media, temperature, current trends, our ability to do certain aircraft in a certain time frame. For example, if say we wanted to do I don't know, a helicopter, to do a helicopter we'd have to change a lot besides just bringing that aircraft to the simulator. So the ATC side of things, it'd be new physics, it would be new rules, all of these kind of things. So there's a lot of decisions like that go into it. So yeah, the max is not on the horizon, but as with any aircraft, that can always change. The max is cool though. I have flown on it in real life. Did you know that, Dan?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I did. Across the ocean.
Oh, yeah, you might have said about that actually.
Yeah, so I flew to Canada with Cam for 6 hours.
Was it WestJet?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. This was before the incidences. So I wouldn't have done that if I known. From Enigma 1185. When ATC tells you to exit runway right and contact ground, but your terminal's on the left, should you take the exit right and taxi around, making for more work for ground, or exit to your left? Always do what ATCs say. A lot of the time there is a reason for this. For example, Sydney is an absolute number one for this. Might be why you're asking, since Sydney is active today. When aircraft land at Sydney, if they are being sent to take off from 3-4 left, there is only one taxiway that goes there, and so if you turn left when you've been told to go right, you're going to cause a complete head-on jam, and one of you is going to have to do a 180 and turn around, which is unrealistic and inconvenient. So always do what they say, because at Sydney you turn right and then you cross 25, I think it is, and then you cross 3-4 left again, and then you get to the international terminal. So there, a lot of the time there's reasons, and most of the time they will actually, if it doesn't matter, they'll just tell you to exit. So yeah, I thought so. I thought that's why you asked, because of Sydney. It catches everybody out. We have not reworked the A380. Maybe that stands for MIT checks or something. We haven't reworked the A380. What we've done with 21.1 and a lot of the older aircraft is we have given it a bit of a texture update, plus for some of the aircraft a few kind of gear tilts and animations and stuff like that. That wasn't a rework of any of these aircraft. It was something that we could do relatively easily across the board because of a few new things that we've been working on behind the scenes. If that makes sense. So yeah, are you on final at all yet, Dan?
Literally just a couple of moments, then I will be.
Cool, let me know when you're going to go, oh, radio silent.
Yeah. I'm hoping if I turn my mic down, it doesn't turn down the desktop audio. Let's see. Yes, it does. That's an issue. I'll just take my headset off.
Fair enough. A320 Neo anytime soon. Again, same answer with the Max. We have a lot of aircraft that we could do. Obviously, we've done quite a lot of kind of big heavies and stuff recently. So we need to consider things in the future that can kind of give a bit of balance. But with the A320 Neo, it's not, again, something that's right on the horizon. Personally, I think we would maybe just redo the A320 instead, and then bring the Neo at some point in the future. But it can be anything. It depends on the things that I mentioned before: community desires, votes, our future outlook, our development time that we can give towards something like this. Any more for any more then?
Okay,
just looking.
I'm going to, you see when we get over the first initial piece of land, I'm going to take my headset off when we're around there.
Okie dokie. When is it? Thanks, Adam. When? when is the ATR coming to him? Of like, I actually made the ATR 72 request in a forum many years ago, so I am a huge fan of that. But unfortunately, adding new aircraft is not solely my decision. It's a complete group decision that we all take. But I will. The ATR would be lovely to fly to some fun places. So, can you explain the ATC schedule? Okie dokie. I will explain a new setup for anyone who's a bit confused.
Star 108. Number
If
2.
so, before we had an ATC schedule that was set, and each day, ATC on the expert server only were required to control a set number of airports within a set region. Sometimes it was any airport within that region, some it was a set number of airports throughout a few regions. This was because this was essentially grandfathered over from times where we didn't have very many ATCs, so it was much better for us to pool all of our resources into a single location. And this had a huge number of advantages. It was, you'd know where ATC were more often, we'd be able to offer more continuous service, and it was a bit more fun all round for everybody. But ATC, largely thanks to a lot of the work that Tyler's put in, who does a wonderful job managing, is now grown. And so going forwards, being restrictive, especially if you want to expand and grow further and engage with the community more, it needed to be tweaked and changed a little bit. So Tyler did a lot of work behind the scenes looking at what was best.
Sorry, Misha, just very quickly, I'm taking the headset off.
Cool, enjoy. I'll let everybody watch your landing after I finish this then. So, yeah. Now ATC is like approaching 500 people. It's much better for us to kind of take down some of the barriers and give a little bit more freedom. The freedoms that we've given are the ability to control anywhere within a much bigger region, and you can change that region after a set number of days. ATC are allowed to control anywhere in that region, and it means that they can control any event or group flight or anything within that region. It does mean that it comes with a few things, such as you don't necessarily know where ATC will be the next day, but because we have 3D buildings, it's quite a good indicator of where they're going to be. Plus, if you really want something to be somewhere, you can create an event or a group flight and then try and get ATC to make sure they see it by using tags on the forum. So that's essentially it now. It's a bit more of a free-for-all. It's designed to help ATC engage with events and group flights, and also to put the emphasis on creating these things and making sure ATC are there on people like virtual airlines or users who know how to make events and stuff like that. So it's just rebalancing it a bit to make it a bit more easy to interact between ATC and the wider community. So I also think Dan he's a little bit ahead of me on the stream, but I think he's coming into land now. Oh, he's slammed it already. There's two. But yes, that's that long answer short.
United 839 Heavy is 8 nautical miles to the south of 2,000 feet. Inbound for landing. Requesting runway 34 right. Launches 25 Super. Your number 8 for departure.
I'm watching it in replay.
Sydney Kings Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. When able, turn right.
Okay, I'll take that. That was actually okay.
That was fine. So when also in virtual camera, it looks a lot more shaky than it is, but because it's got that simulated kind of judder. But that was perfectly fine. I guarantee you watch that in replay after this. That would be a nice landing.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I explained the whole of the ATC setup now whilst you were doing that.
Okay. What was I asked?
So, people just wanted to understand the new way of IFATC working.
Oh, okay.
Another question actually then. Will there be buildings at other airports soon? We are actively, have been, and are continuing to do so, working on buildings for other airports that will come in future updates. We have quite a few, and obviously it depends on a lot of things for the decision of what ones we do and what ones we release. But yeah, keep an eye out obviously on our social medias over the next couple of weeks, and we may have a few kind of hints and pointers and whips and stuff about future airports. Yeah, lots of fun stuff to come, I can promise you that.
Pushback approved.
Okay, strobes, taxi to parking. Not long
Yeah,
now,
little
we parked
checklist.
up.
Little checklist up on the screen next time.
Yeah, I should, shouldn't I? I should have like a
Yeah, that'd be cool.
that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. And while Stan is taxing, you have about 6 or 7 minutes if you want to get something from a merch store. If you've been wanting anything, got your eye on the bag tag, or I think the phone case is really nice, Stan has one, or a water bottle or a t-shirt, we are running 10% off until 9 Zulu, which is in 7 minutes. So you can see on the screen, if you just head to shop.infiniteflight.com, grab what you want and use the code G'dayMate in the spirit of the flight for 10% off anything on our merch store.
New Zealand 151 November. Taxi to runway 34 left.
We should do like a one last little showcase of the bottles and what we have.
Yeah,
In just a moment.
yeah. And I have my lovely 10-year Infinite Flight t-shirt on, but underneath many layers. I'm not taking these off for the stream.
Mike Alpha Golf India.
Yeah, I'm not wearing my Infinite Flight merch today.
Dan.
Oops.
Will we have real lights? We are from Virtual Pilots. That's something we are actively working towards and working on. Project Metal that we've mentioned a few times is the enabling. It enables us to bring these things to the simulator. Number one being lights. So we are aware that people want this a lot. So it's something that we are actively working towards and working on.
Hold position.
Just need to wait for a few things first.
Seatbelts are off. We'll pretend the passengers have disembarked the aircraft. Beacon lights are off.
Ready to taxi with
Go ahead and turn the APU off, and the main battery, and the aircraft is now cold and dark. Just like that, super quick process. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sydney. Should we take a very quick tour of the airport whilst we're here?
Yeah, and say Australian things. G'day, mate. Shrimp
I'll
and a
just-
barbie.
I'll stop at every single aircraft and say good day, mate.
G'day, mate. G'day, mate. G'day, mate. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Heavy. Taxi to parking.
How many minutes have we got left on this? We've got 5 minutes left on the Good Day Mate discount code, so utilise that whilst you can. That'll disappear very, very soon.
Qantas 120
No, right.
Turn right next taxi
Do a
way.
few little panoramas then.
Taxiway.
See who's around, and then we will say our thank yous.
Well, indeed.
Air India
So I believe this is where
131 heavy. Cross runway
Qantas park
25.
quite a lot of their
Pushback
aircraft.
approved. American
Oh, you're over that side, yeah, and then international terminals across 3-4 left.
Yeah, so we'll just look at this side for now. Just briefly pan around here, then whoop, over to the other side.
Whoop.
Request taxi to parking. Qantas 800.
There we
Taxi
go.
to parking. Finner 001 Victor.
Good day, mate. Good day, mate.
G'day, g'day.
G'day,
Shrimp and a
g'day.
barbie. Shrimp and a barbie. Yeah.
Qantas 800.
I don't actually know any other stereotypical Australian things bar that, so...
Yeah.
Well, I do actually, I just can't say them on a stream. Yeah, you're very much welcome, everybody. Thank you for the questions. As always with these streams and on social media and on a forum, if you have any questions, we will always try to answer them as best as possible. Sometimes we can't obviously answer them for a lot of reasons, but when we can, we are absolutely more than happy to answer any questions you have. So if you keep an eye on our social medias, all of the handles are Infinite Flight. Or if you head to our community forum at community.infiniteflight.com, or if you head to our website at infiniteflight.com and then head to either the dev timeline or our blog, you will find all of the information about future updates, about what we're working on, little tidbits. So we have stuff like our favorite routes to fly in 757 and everything like that on the blog. You'll find everything you can possibly need, and anything you can't find, feel free to reach out to us and we will do our absolute best to answer it for you.
And well, on that note, that brings us to the end of today's stream. Misha, I'll let you say your goodbyes and farewells, and then I'll say mine after you.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. It's been fun as always. Hope you enjoyed the little quiz, and we'll try and do a bit better next time. I didn't think it went terribly, but
Do you know what? It
was
went good.
fine. Yeah, what was that? 8 plus 6, that's 14. Gosh, I haven't done maths in a while. 14 out of 20, we'll take that. So I will see you in a future stream, everybody. In the meantime, as I just said, feel free to reach out to me on the community forum, or I will answer your questions on social media. And as always, thank you very much for hosting, Dan.
You're more than welcome. Guys, thank you so much for watching yet again another Infinite Flight stream. It's been my pleasure to bring this to you and fly with all of you today. Thank you for everybody who's joined this flight, and thank you so much to ATC who have provided coverage during this stream. Anyways, with that being said, well done to the giveaway winners. Keep the dirty side down, and we will see you in a future stream. Goodbye, everyone. Take care.